The secret of change is to focus all of your energy, not on fighting the old, but on building the new. Hey there, guys. How are you doing? Thanks for joining me for another episode of Bitcoin and Coffee. I'll be your host, Eugene Forrest. So what are we looking at today with these crazy cryptocurrency markets? Man, we got red, right? I mean, I seen that Bitcoin was only down 1%. So yeah, good to me for holding Bitcoin mostly. But I know that, a lot of us say diversify, holding altcoins, think there's a lot more profits to be gained in holding these altcoins and trading. But today's a day of red. Definitely hard to make profits when that's occurring. But you know what's not hard to make profitable? We got Samantha over there in the chat.
Good morning, everyone.
So how are you this morning, Samantha?
I'm good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. It seems
happy to be alive.
Yes, and I'm happy that it seems like people like the flyer passing out. Your Twitter seems to be doing more.
Oh, so you liked all the attention that happened last night, how everybody was over there clicking on the tally fund, liking it, how they were clicking on the Twitters and the video that I edited together. Thank you guys a lot. I mean, it means a lot when I see a little bit of appreciation. Then I know I'm just not out here wasting my time. Because, as always, I could just take a little bit of my paycheck, buy Bitcoin, sit quietly on the sidelines, but...
and nothing changes.
Yeah, you got to get out there. You got to do a little bit. I know it's hard. It's hard to break out of your routine. It's hard to, get out of that comfort zone, and want to go out there and tell people about Bitcoin or start expressing yourself in ways that you don't usually. We'll all get there. It took a while for me to get there. I mean, if you're new on cryptocurrency, maybe here down the road at some point you'll come join me and we'll pass out flyers together, or you'll come on air with me and we'll talk about why you got into cryptocurrency. But if you're sitting there quietly in the dark, please just, make a few comments in the chat. Let Samantha know what you're thinking. We're a very interactive community here and we want to talk to you. So, Samantha, would you mind pulling up that wonderful coin Paprika that everybody seems to be appreciating at much more over coin market cap? So we're going to keep running with it. Let's take a look and see what we're looking at with these cryptocurrencies today. Let's see how bad we're bleeding. Let's see what the hemorrhaging looks like. Let's see if we just need some butterfly strips or if we need a tourniquet. All right. Thank you very much, Samantha. Did you refresh it for me?
I did.
Because cryptocurrency, man, this stuff changes every minute. Because last night we were doing all right. Now we're bleeding. Looks like we might need a tourniquet here on Bitcoin Cash and Stellar a little bit. But besides that, I don't know. We're doing all right, I guess. Bouncing around in the same old zone. Bitcoin a little under that 6.3 mark, coming in at $6,272. That's down 1.26%, down 4% on the week. I'm not stressing it. Are you, Sam?
No.
We know this will be bouncing back. A lot of people have been talking about bullish movements. They're right around the corner as far as everybody seems to keep predicting. I still just got my fingers crossed that we'll see some sort of upward movement, at least to 7,000, 8,000, 9,000 would be nice in February.
All right. Bitcoin's $1. I mean, I don't care.
I would care. We don't want no dollar Bitcoins. All right. So
we'll go back up.
We got Ethereum coming in at $200 right there, holding on to that support line, down 3.5%, down 8% on the week. Ouch, hurting a little bit there. X-Rapid slipping backwards, coming in at 49.6 cents. That's down 4% in the last 24 hours, down 6.5% on the week. Altcoins, they always seem to fall a lot harder than Bitcoin. We got Bcash, $486. That's down 7.6% on 24 hours. That's down 21.4%. I don't know. Did they retrace all the way back to where they were before the hype up on the split? I've been trying to not get in on that one too much. I really don't freaking care.
The split's tomorrow, right?
The split is tomorrow as far as I was last aware. All right, so we got Stellar Lumas, XLM, coming in at 24.9 cents. That's down 5.2%. Ooh, a little more than that standard day trading. But hey, at least they're only down 2.3% for the week. So they're just retracing back on some of their gains they had. EOS holding on to the other side of $5, $5.13. That's down 3.79%. That's down 9.3% for the week. Ooh, Litecoin, $48.72. That's down 3%, down 10% on the week. Like I was saying last night, I just got to focus my perception of this and see it as a good opportunity to be able to pick this stuff up on the cheap. Because, hey, life is always a matter of perception. All right, we got Cardano coming in at 7 cents even. That's down 5.6%. That's down 9.88% on the week. Tether under $1, 98.9 cents again. All right, let's get down here and see what we got going on with Steam. And Steam, 70.5 cents. That's down 3.3%, down 12% for the week. I'm glad I'm not holding a ton of that anymore. That would be quite disappointing. And we didn't do it yesterday. Oop, not that one. Let's do the Steam back dollar. See what we're looking at here. See if this will give us any kind of indication of what's happening out here. 95.3. That's telling us that this is a great time to be picking up some of these altcoins. A lot of these are undervalued. If you use this as any sort of a metrics to let you know, what's going on in the cryptocurrency space. I mean, it's down only 3% for the week.
That's not that bad, considering what we were just saying on downs for the week.
All right, you guys. We got to do it. We're going to have to do it every show because we need to start dollar cost averaging our next fundraiser to go out there and spread Bitcoin awareness. We're trying to get off to the Forbidden Kingdom Music Festival in Boca Raton, Florida. We're trying to spread that awareness by passing out Bitcoin flyers. I was debating on whether or not to just use the same Bitcoin flyers or to make up another one. I don't know. We'll put a little money in this account before we start trying to make those decisions, and let's get some headway on this before we start working through the semantics of the situation. But as you can see, we're only trying to raise $750. I mean, we're looking at less than $10 a day from you wonderful people to be able to get out there. And like I was saying last time, I see this as a lot like a carbon offset. It is really hard to find time in your schedule to be passionate about those things. You kind of know you should be passionate about, or you wish you were passionate about. Spreading Bitcoin awareness is something, 95% of us are passionate about it. 95% of us want to get out there and help make it happen. We just don't know how. Well, I kind of figured that out a little bit, and I'm willing to get out here and do it for you guys. And I'm not even looking for you guys to put money in my pocket to do it. I'm just looking for you guys to donate a few dollars to actually make it happen, because, money makes the world go around, right?
Sadly.
Yeah. Maybe in the future we'll all be,
No, maybe in the future Bitcoin will make the world go around.
Oh, hey, that's what we're shooting for here, Sam. As you can see, we got 78 days, 14 hours, 21 minutes, and a little under 30 seconds left on this. So plenty of time to go. Try to muster up a few dollars if you can. It'll be great to be able to help us. I've also started hashtagging everything Bitcoin and coffee. So if you want to tell people about me, if you want to find me, if you're looking for stuff, it don't matter if you're on YouTube, Twitter, Google, just start hashtag Bitcoin and coffee and I'll start popping up. I found that this is working really well. All right, let's go ahead. Let's stop begging for that cash. Stop the screen share. Pop out the video so we can see what we're doing over here. And let's bring up the chat. Good morning, you guys. Thanks for joining me here on my day off. Unfortunately, Samantha's going to go in and punch the time clock as her last day at the old job because she happens to be off today. And we're money grubbers and always looking for every dollar we can get to get Bitcoin and pay those bills with. So Sam's going to go in and punch that clock for the last couple hours and then tell them that
this isn't working out.
Sayonara. Bon voyage. Samantha, so am I doing that thing where I wake up in the morning and I drink a lot of coffee and I get super excited and I turn on this video camera and I get out here on the internet and I start ranting about this magical internet money called Bitcoin and how I want to show it to everybody all by myself? Or is there someone else out here with me today?
There are other people.
Yes. Thank you, people, for joining me today. I don't feel like a loon.
Bitcoin Crypto News Education says, good morning, Bitcoiners.
My man, I appreciate you coming out here as always.
We have Christopher Abbott saying howdy.
Howdy.
TD says, good morning, and how was EDC? Amazing.
Amazing. I mean, it had been a little bit since we had gone out and done any kind of raving or partying like that. And I mean, it felt good. I mean, I'm not going to lie. It felt good to get out there. I mean, I think Samantha had a really good time. I don't know. What's the word? Brought up my youthfulness a bit. Well, I mean, I was starting to, money, focus on the bills and everything. Old man, kink in my back. Ow. I'm feeling good, though. I mean, I got a little spring to my step as we look forward. Hey, maybe, every 90 days or so getting off to this, we'll find it as our next fountain of youth, Samantha. We'll suck the youth out of these children.
There you go. Come here, millennials. Come here.
As we sit there and inject Bitcoin into their mind, making the future better.
Oh, Lord.
Well, they say children are easily manipulatable, so.
You just got to manipulate them the right way, like to the good side, not, you know.
Well, I mean, that's what we're doing for sure with Bitcoin, because there is absolutely nothing wrong with this peer-to-peer transactional system that's out there, you know, making money better, because there's no third-party system involved to provide censorship and hold your account and prevent you from making transactions and actually holding your money for you. And I mean, there's a lot of different things that you could go into on why this peer-to-peer transaction of me having money and sending it directly to Samantha is a lot better than, you know, using the banks and the SWIFT system and PayPal and all those other things that are out there that help money transmittance.
Okay. Cornelius is here.
Cornelius, my man, what is up?
Bitcoin Crypto News Education says, I would recommend adding a hashtag or something to reconnect with the people that respond to it or answer questions.
I thought that too.
Because he was saying you don't want them to have direct info, so that if they call you up for handing out like flyers, that, you know, you're somewhere in the middle there. But you want to connect with the people. But yes, you don't want them to be like, that man was giving me stuff that wasn't allowed.
Yeah, I was thinking that too. That was kind of why I was saying something about the hashtag Bitcoin and coffee. I don't know. I'm not a millennial. As far as all these tags and hashtags, I mean, that was before my time, or that came after my time. I know a little bit about it. I understand how it works. I told you guys before I opened up this Twitter account, I never had Twitter before. So I'm understanding the hashtag thing. I see that as I was putting that hashtag Orlando or EDC Orlando, I got a lot of people from the EDC, so that I'm starting to try to embrace it. I did a little Google researching on it to see, you know, what works the best. So yes, I am staking my claim on hashtag Bitcoin and coffee. I was thinking about putting that on the next set of flyers, and I was also thinking that if I do go ahead and get a Bitcoin flag with a totem or something, that I was also going to put hashtag Bitcoin and coffee, just as a way to be able to lead them back to this resource.
Yeah.
I mean, once again, you know, to me, it's more important that they look at Bitcoin and they start getting the proper tools to get started with Bitcoin, and a lot less that they come back to the channel. But the channel is a tool, you know, so I kind of do want them to be able to have this free help desk that I offer through the email at eugeneforest20@gmail.com, and also through the Twitter, so that as they're getting started, you know, they can at least come back and ask me some questions if they're having some difficulties or trying to figure out this peer-to-peer currency.
Yeah. Oh, Cornelius has views on BTCSB and BTCABC.
I mean,
can you have a I don't care view? But no, I mean, I don't know. They're both bad.
I mean, it's a head scratcher. I mean, it's the worst of two evils. I mean, who do you want to go with? You want to go with Roger Ver or Craig Wright?
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I don't own any Bitcoin Cash. I really can't give you any advice on what's going to happen with this fork. I mean, we've seen them go ahead and blow it out of proportion, and there was like a 30-something% jump up across last week. Now we're looking at a 24% retracement. So what does that leave them up? 5-6% based on this. We're looking at the hard fork tomorrow. We got propaganda of Craig Wright being able to attack the ABC Bitcoin Cash chain, whether or not he has the ability to do this. I mean, time tells with this stuff. If you're into Bitcoin Cash, you probably know a lot more about it than I do, because, you know, as I like to say over and over and over and over again, I'm a borderline Bitcoin maximalist. I know, there's not a doubt anywhere in the fiber of my entire existence and being that makes me not see that Bitcoin is going to be the future and is going to be a big part of it. So as far as all of these other cryptocurrencies, as far as Bitcoin Cash, they can make their claims, they can put their flags in the ground and say, this is my territory. But ultimately, in the end, I know that Bitcoin is going to be the biggest cryptocurrency that is most utilized and most accepted world round.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I just like you, I don't have any doubt.
Really? Your opinions aren't different than mine, Samantha?
No, we don't argue on that. Let's see. TD says that the market is giving us an early Christmas present. or gift. We should just take advantage of these prices to accumulate as much as possible.
Yeah, I mean, you know, that's why I like to show that steam back dollar. It kind of gives you a little bit of indicator of what the altcoins are doing in comparison to what they could be doing. And then, I mean, you know, like I was saying, a lot of people are expecting this market to pop up here, you know, end of November, December, early January. Me personally, I shoot a little longer and cross my fingers for February. But it is starting to get a little undeniable at this point that cryptocurrency is going to move in one direction or another. And it's just that a lot of us believe that it's going to be to the upside. It's really hard to contemplate and find justifications to say that Bitcoin is going down to that $2,000 or $3,000 area that you keep hearing a lot of these naysayers, you know, putting out there with their predictions.
Yeah. Oh, Cornelius asks, why don't you do the chicken feed that people can pay in Litecoin? Yes. It would support your chickens. I know. I saw that and I was like, oh my Jesus, Eugene. And he was like, I don't watch. He says it. And then he was like, wait a minute. Just wait a second. And you see all the chickens just standing around. And then all of a sudden you see them all run over because the feed just went down. I was so happy.
She did bring this one up and she talked about it quite a bit. I told her that would be absolutely hilarious. I don't know, you know, but it's funny to joke about. I would have said that we'd have to definitely put a cam in there, and that we could also have more than chickens. We could also do the peacock and turkeys and ringneck phases and quails.
Spencer, and everybody goes, oh, I love it. Okay. He also, Cornelius says his money is on Satoshi's Vision.
Really?
Because I'm all about proof of work person miner.
I mean, as far as I can tell, it's kind of a flip a coin, 50-50 chance on which one's going to actually become the Bitcoin Cash that everybody thinks of.
I guess I see that our problem is that we don't really believe in Bitcoin Cash. So it's not, but if you, I mean, yes, if you have, as long as you have your reasons, I mean, you know, as long as you could justify like, oh, well, this is why I like this coin, more power to you, because everybody has their, you know, opinion. And I mean, if you can make valid, you know, arguments, then no one gets to tell you that your coin or your view on a coin is wrong.
I mean, like I was saying earlier, right? Life is always a matter of perspective. And if you have the perception that Bitcoin Cash is going to be the cryptocurrency of the future based on the fact that you believe in larger blocks, you believe in on-chain scaling, you believe that this needs to happen, you know, without the Lightning Network so that merchants can go ahead and start accepting and all of that right now. You know, I mean, it is a justifiable argument. You know, there is no right or wrong when it comes to trying to figure this stuff out for the future. That's why there are so many cryptocurrencies. That's why there is so much going on. You have to kind of, it seems like cryptocurrency is trying everything to see what sticks.
Yeah.
And I mean, ultimately, we're going to look at a big fallout here over the next 2 or 3 years, as a lot of these cryptocurrencies don't necessarily make it, you know. And here we go into the first news article. We got a 51% attack on Aurum. Is that how you'd say it? A-U-R-U-M.
I would go
Aurum.
I don't know. It's like Aurora with a M.
It's another cryptocurrency. Aurora. It's an altcoin. It's not one I've heard of. It's not on any of the major exchanges. But they went ahead. They had a 51% attack. They lost about, well, Cryptopia lost about 15,752 of these coins, worth about $550,000. So ooh, a little over $500,000. That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Especially for Cointopia and Cryptopia not really being a big exchange. The website claims that they're not necessarily responsible, though. And I mean, this is one of those ongoing things, saying that they're an open source currency and all of that, trying to pass the buck. Did they make the coin in the beginning with the plan of a 51 attack? Are they behind it? You know, who knows? You know, I mean, really, what does it cost to make an altcoin? Zero.
Yeah.
What does it cost to get it mined? Next to nothing. What's it cost to go throw a 51% attack on it?
Mm-hmm.
Right? And then all you got to do is get one of these exchanges, you know, to accept you. I mean, I'm not saying that's what happened for sure. I'm just saying that little shady, right? Just, oh, you lost $500,000 based on our altcoin at your exchange, and sorry, it's open source. You never know; these things happen. You know, it's not really what you
That's not what you want to hear. That's not really the answer. That's like, I don't know.
I mean, that's why we talk about Bitcoin. That's why we talk about how it's a plane that's in flight, that is never landing, constantly circling the world, and that we have to do things slowly. You know, we can't break the plane. We can't force the plane to land. We can't have an engine blow out. We can't have the cabin depressurized.
Because yes.
I mean, these altcoins, they can. You know.
Cornelius says that the person actually sells the machine if interested. What?
Really? I'd have to look a little more.
Chicken feeders for everyone.
You just see her face over here. She's bouncing around.
And Cornelius says that he doesn't either believe in Bitcoin cashness. I just tried to gain profits in the bear market.
Yeah, it is hard to make profits in the bear market. I told you guys, that's why Samantha was saying yesterday, we went back to those 9 to 5s, you know. Crypto ain't moving, and I ain't selling.
And we need more of it.
And so we need more crypto, and those bills never stop. Holidays are right around the corner.
At least we're not one of the families that accumulate more bills. We at least have the same amount of bills all the time. No one's getting an extra car or an extra phone or an extra something in here. Where it's like, oh, crap, we have another. No, we don't. Oh, TD says, hey, guys, you should check out Veritasium. I saw an interview with Cliff Hyde did with Reggie Middleton on YouTube. Very informative and expanded my views on Veritasium.
I actually had somebody donate a Veritasium to me back during like almost one of the peak when it was around $200 something.
Yes, I'm trying to think. His name was I can't even. It was He was. He said that he was gonna send Veritasium, but then it was like 6 months later, and it was very nice though, because it was like, oh my god, the guy, because he was like, I didn't forget, and it was like, well, we forgot. Oh crap, but like didn't even remember you had said you were gonna give us anything. It was very nice.
Yeah. So, I mean, I've had a little bit of dabbling into some Veritasium. I've looked into it before. I mean, it is, the market has gone up and down on that one quite a bit. I mean, I've seen it like at $70, $200, $90. Like, it's an up and downer. You definitely got to pay attention with that one and what you're doing. And of course, with cryptocurrency, never invest more than you're willing to lose.
John from Malibu is here.
Malibu, my man. What is up?
He says, guys, my house didn't burn, but I'm living in a hotel for a while longer. The California wildfires.
I am really sorry, man. I know that I was reading up on that a little bit this morning when I woke up. It's a real shame, because then I heard that they were talking about that maybe the state could be a little bit behind some of this because they didn't provide proper forest care to get the stuff cleaned up, and it could have led to some of these forest fires. And then I also heard a conspiracy theory, tinfoil hat, that this express rail that they want to build in California lines up exactly with these forest fires.
Oh, so let's just burn the people's houses that are in the way. Oh, okay, that's not awesome.
So, I mean, I don't know. I've never actually been. Well, I have been to California, but I've never lived out there. I've never been there for more than a day or two. I'm sorry, man. I really wish you the best. And
Cornelius asked if the property prices are cheap in California now. And John says nothing is cheap in California.
I know,
except for the politics.
We heard crypto the other day saying that 8 out of 10 homes are worth $1 million in Los Angeles. Absolutely ridiculous. Like,
I know.
Absurd.
And I mean, yes. No.
You can buy a mobile home on a half acre out here in this area for anywhere between $15,000 and $20,000. I mean, it might be a little bit of a fixer upper.
Yes, and you could find block housings on
for 20 to 30. So I mean, I would definitely move to North Florida for that kind of prices over going out to LA for $1 million.
Yeah.
You could take all the rest of the money and probably live for 10 years if you did it right. Right? I mean,
right?
I'd rather live in the woods not working for 10 years enjoying myself than be out in LA.
I mean, I went when I was really little, and it was very pretty and stuff and things like that. There's lots to do and lots to look at, but I don't know if it's worth millions of dollars to have to live there all the time. Just go visit and leave again.
Just think about how when we were walking, because, you know, I didn't pay for parking at EDC. We parked hella far away and walked because they wanted $30, and you guys know me. I'm cheap as hell.
That's not happening.
Samantha was like, they just let these homeless people sleep on the sidewalks like this. I was like, well, they got more important things to do around here. Just think that's how it is all over the place in LA. You really want to live with that?
Everywhere, yes.
To me, here where we live, if a strange vehicle drove by, we're up in arms and wondering why they drove by our road, because it's a dirt road out in the middle of nowhere and nobody comes up and down the street.
Yep, we know what our neighbors' cars look like, and if it's like, wait a second, who is that? What is that? Our dogs freak out. Everything was like, what?
So yeah, I mean, there's definitely a secure area here where if you breach our bubble, alarms start going off, and our bubble's pretty big. It's at least a half acre, if not more, that we're fenced in.
Yes, because I mean, we can't fence in the. I mean, well, yes, we could, but.
No, I'm not selling Bitcoin. What are you talking about? All right, let's move on with some of this news. What are we looking at here? Talking about Colombia, Venezuela, Chile, Argentina. I mean, we're all seeing records in Bitcoin trading volume. So, I mean, that's good. You know why? Because those are the type of countries that are constantly having problems with their fiat currency. Moving into this cryptocurrency space, big plus. I mean, we were talking about yesterday how South Korea.
Yes. Oh, wait. It was North or South? I think it was South.
The Koreas are having problems, and that they had turned to cryptocurrency because they don't have access to SWIFT. Here we are looking at these South American countries having problems with their fiat, getting into cryptocurrency. The article was fairly long, talked about all these countries independently. There was only a couple points here that I cherry picked out that I thought were actually worth talking about. The first one, I thought this one was really exciting, and I hope this one has more traction as we move forward. We're looking at Chile. They got they're saying about 39% of their population. Where'd I go here? 39% of their population know what cryptocurrency and Bitcoin are, so that's a plus. I mean, I don't know if we got 39% people knowing what Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is here in the United States. Then we're looking at the exchanges have added Lightning Network over there. That's what we want. We need all of our other exchanges. We need the exchanges that we use. We need the big exchanges. We need Kraken, Poloniex, BitHum, BitThumb, Bitfinex. We need all of them.
If there's any other ones, but there's so many.
The Lightning Network is starting to get pretty good, right? I mean, it's out there, it's running, it hasn't went down. There's more and more channels. There's more and more Bitcoin getting on it. I mean, I still got my Eclair wallet.
Yep. Oh, JT Irby's here now. He says time to leave California.
JT, my man.
Breathing in the fresh, smoky, particulated filled air. Yes, I know. I don't know. I was in Alaska when one of the volcanoes like erupted-ish kind of, and it was bad. Like that was the closest thing I had ever gotten to like having to breathe in really bad air. And I mean, there was ash in the air and stuff. We weren't really close to it because we were in Anchorage, but like I remember like it was not awesome. And I mean, it can't be. No,
being in a natural disaster, on the edge of a natural disaster, having anything to do with natural disasters, I mean, it's just, you know, it's events that are hurtful to everybody and they're out of your control and you can't place blame anywhere. And that just makes it, you know, it's one of those.
I mean, I remember they shut down the school because they were saying that you really shouldn't leave your house and be breathing in the air like at all because, yes, volcanic ash is not good. And I mean, yeah, right. How much is like, you know, millions of acres of like wildfire smoke going to do for you? Yes. Oh, okay. We have. Oh, well, okay. First off, Cornelia says, Skid Row, my uncle is there. They took his mini home away. That's horrible. I know no one likes the tiny homes and the mini homes. I don't understand. Everybody like tries to like.
You can have tiny homes here.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can.
There's also, remember we had read about in Rockledge, Florida, that have like an actual like community or something, like a neighborhood that does not get messed with, and you can just tiny home it. Crypto Kerbert's here. He says, hi, everyone.
Hey,
and buddy. John from Malibu says, yeah, my house is north of Zuma Beach. Beautiful area. I know where that is. I mean, that is beautiful.
It's at least you're smart enough to know that your life is worth more than your home and that you're willing to leave before the fire could potentially get there, because you see a lot of people, they have everything.
The $1 million home, they don't want to give it up. They don't think their insurance is going to cover it. So they think I'm going to stand there with a water hose and make it. No.
Yeah.
And die there.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm glad that you were at least safe enough.
And JT Irby says over-the-counter trading apparently over 245 1.5 billion.
I know. I seen Bitcoin Ben last night talking about that. So something's going to happen here soon. What's going to be I think I seen someone else talking about, Crypto Daily did a show this morning. I didn't catch it because we were busy making this show, talking about what the catalyst was. You have to check that one out. I'm going to check that one out after the show here.
Daily.
All right. So what's the next one? We're talking about Argentina. They only got 3 Bitcoin ATMs at the minute. But next year they're going to be having 150 of them. I mean, it's growing over there. They're one of the ones that are reaching their record BTC trading volume and cryptocurrency trading volume. But on the downside, their regulatory people are getting into it. They got their financial supervisor or Is it
the supervisatory or whatever?
Yes.
Yeah,
I need to go back to speech class or something. The financial supervisory advisory or authority.
You all know what word he's trying to say.
They're out there red flagging a company called Crypto Capital. I mean, Crypto Capital. That just sounds like they're trying to get my crypto to be their capital.
Right.
But I mean, as always, scams, they run rampant in this place. Between what's going on Twitter, hacking everyone's account, trying to get the giveaways, between small exchanges, exit scamming, between ICOs ripping people off. It's really difficult for new people in this space to be able to get in this space, stay in this space, make profit in a bear market. That's why I keep just telling people, go to Coinbase, buy a little bit of Bitcoin on some dollar cost averaging, put it in a hardware wallet, wait till 2019. Get yourself an education, because when things do change, you just want to be ready to do what needs to be done then in order to make your life better. But right now, at this exact moment, I don't see too much going on in the cryptocurrency space besides hodling and accumulation. Those are my 2 things at this exact moment. I know that cryptocurrency and Bitcoins are going to go up, but at this exact moment, I'm not trying to make any trades. I don't see anything out there looking like interesting. Really got my, blood going, thinking I need to get in on this. I got to start holding this. I got to start trading this. I see this shooting up in the next 30 days. Because I told you that if I do make a trade, I'm not looking at 10, 15, 20 minutes, Like some people, I like to purchase cryptocurrency, wait a couple weeks or 2 for the profit to shoot up and then make a sale.
Yeah. Oh, we have Crypto Shrugged author. Good morning.
Thanks for joining us out here, buddy. See, I told you, these later time slots, you guys really do seem to like it. I know that we got a lot of viewers all around the world. You got to hit that subscribe button if you're new. I've noticed that my subscribers had picked up a little bit. I think we got 4 or 5 new followers yesterday. Hit that notification bell, though, please, because I feel bad when you guys don't get to make it out here and watch us live, because, that's half of it. That's why we got Samantha here over there in the chat. I said, over the next 7 to 10 days, it's going to be a little up in the air on the time frame because, of course, like I keep saying over and over again, we're back to those 9-to-5s, trying to figure out how to get more of that money because I don't want to cash out Bitcoin. There's too much of a future in it.
Cornelius says, great show today, guys. Keep up the good atmosphere. He has got to go back to the Satoshi's vision. Wish him luck. Good luck.
Goodbye, my man. Thanks for stopping out here. You can always catch up on the rest of the show later. I record it for you guys.
Sass is here. He says Tether is doomed in the long run.
Oh, yeah. Of course. Now that we're looking at dozens and dozens of stable coins that are all able to actually tell you how much is in the bank and all of this other stuff. And we're looking at the Gemini dollar being also insured on their exchange. That's what you want in a stable coin.
Yeah.
If you need to use a stable coin because you're trading and all of this other stuff, Gemini dollar is where I'm at for sure. All right. Well, I still had another country to go here. Venezuela.
Hey.
We're looking at them.
The
Petro. Super controversial, right? There's goods, there's bads. I've heard both sides of the argument. The ideal of these countries creating a cryptocurrency to be able to help skirt U.S. sanctions, big plus in my book. That's what we need to do. America controls a lot of the world when it comes to this stuff. They just say whatever they want to say because a lot of people, the U.S. dollar is on top.
Yeah, I don't know why people say, yes, we're like the do what I say, not what I do, like country.
Yeah, we can print off all the money we want, but a dollar is still worth a dollar. You print off some more of your Venezuelan dollars and...
No. I know.
It's worth less.
I don't know how we got into that, but we are.
You know why, Samantha?
No.
Because the U.S. dollar is all you can buy and sell oil in.
That's
why those.
It's so stupid. When you told me that, first off, I did not believe it. I was just like, "What? Who signed that contract?" Like, what? Really? No wonder everybody hates us.
Well, so what do we got going on with Venezuela? Well, talking about the petro. They don't have any wallets for it. Nobody's actually gotten it. It's a real controversy on whether or not it's even real. They're giving these people certificates of purchase.
You mean like paper?
Yeah.
Real paper that just says you have bought
cryptocurrency. Yeah, this many petro. Now, we're also seeing that they're coming out and they're saying that you can trade your petro for any kind of money, cryptocurrency that you want. You could get yen. You get British pounds, you get Ethereum, you get XRP.
This is sounding like the 1920s when it's like the depressionness where they were handing out the vouchers that people were trying to go to the banks and they were like, we don't have any money. Take your paper and go. Like, we don't care about your bank note. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I know that Venezuela is starting to see a big introduction into cryptocurrency. So, I mean, if the petro works, then it works. If it doesn't work, at least it's definitely a good catalyst into showing them that there is other currencies besides the U.S. dollars. Hopefully the people and the masses find a way into Bitcoin. I know that Dash is down there constantly trying to push their cash onto them. But of course, we want Bitcoin. Bitcoin is going to be the best thing to decentralize the entire world because if they get Bitcoin, there is a good network out there for them to be able to cash it out and receive the goods and services that they could need for it. And with the Lightning Network, merchants could actually open it up very cheap Lightning nodes and be able to start accepting payments.
Oh, John says that he got out 2 hours before the evacuations because he had flown to OKC to hang out with Bitcoin Ben and the Bix, and then he said that he agreed to come to LA in 2019 to do like his show, John's show. So that's cool, but that's how he got out. Like that's how, because he wasn't even technically. Yeah. But that's good for you. Very good. And Crypto Shrugged author says that he's pretty sure his translator has a Petro wallet, and he says that that he'll ask and then he'll let you know tomorrow.
Yes,
because
please.
That would be awesome if there's actually like.
Well, because from what I've been reading in all the different articles, they're saying that the problem is that there is no Petro wallet and the Petro hasn't even been issued. That everybody is just getting vouchers and they're talking a lot about it.
But that would be at least something if they did have a wallet to be able to. I mean, they have nothing. Like what is being told to all of us is they literally have nothing.
Yes, but I mean that's also maybe media is being manipulated once again because
you never know, and I'm sure that
we've seen cryptocurrency media manipulated before.
I'm sure the other countries don't want anybody else to know if a country is able to be doing it right. You know what I mean? Because like Iran and Turkeys and all of these are trying to get their coins and trying to get stuff. Maybe they are kind of snuffing it out. I don't know.
I mean, if they were smart, they would keep it on the down low until they were ready to just explode into the market.
Ooh, yay. Insider. If we have Petro wallets or not. Right, because he's in. Like,
well, I mean, if I have Petro, I'm definitely going to be holding my own.
Right? I'm not putting it on whatever exchange you have. Oh God, right? Yeah. Ooh.
Okay, so what's the last little bit of news we got here? We're looking at Australia, talking about those scammers. I swear, these hackers and scammers, they must know something that a lot of people don't seem to know because they're willing to do anything, it seems like, to get their hands on Bitcoin. We're talking about that they're no longer wanting, they used to want to take iTunes gift cards.
Well, vouchers, things, yes.
And now they want Bitcoin. They're going out there and they're sending people to Bitcoin ATMs to get Bitcoin to pay them as they pretty much are scamming them, talking about how they have unpaid tax bills. They're going to deport them. They're mostly targeting immigrants over there. We got 28,000 attempts at scams since July. That's quite a few attempts at scams. They've scammed $1 million in the last 3 months.
I remember it was less than a month ago. We had done the thing where they had gotten 4 people and they came and remember it was that they literally were calling them. And I was like, no one from the IRS, no one from any government calls you and gives you instructions on how to pay them. But
no, it works the other way. They send you a letter and you call them and you sit on hold for 4 hours and then they finally tell you something that's not really great.
It's definitely not. Go to this like Bitcoin ATM. I just, wow.
Okay, so let me say, they got $1 million scammed out of, you know, the people of Australia in the last 3 months. The scammers are threatening immigrants. They're using Bitcoin ATMs to help receive their payments. They're directing them to them. And in the last 4 months, what is this? 35,000. I don't know. Oh, the 4 people that you were talking about.
Oh, yeah,
they had about $35,000 scammed out of them. Those 4 individuals
alone.
They also went to the authorities and have reported all of this stuff. They're getting sophisticated. They're using technology and they're using phones too. They're using phone phishing scams in order to get your information, and then they turn around and they use that information to come back at you and tell you that you owe bills and monies and are going to get deported and arrested and all of this kind of stuff unless you pay them. So it's like a 1-2 punch.
Yeah, they get what they need from you. They finagle it a little, and all of a sudden you get some emails and some phone calls saying, we know you haven't paid your taxes in 2 years. And then you start thinking, oh, yeah, I did. Oh, crap, did I? I think I did. Let me go find that, right? And no one has those, you know.
Or they just say that your taxes weren't done properly and that you owe an additional couple $100. I mean, hey, I'd take $500 in Bitcoin.
It's just, yes. I mean, maybe I'm missing somewhere here in the process, but trust me, if anybody called my phone and started telling me anything, that you're in jail, that somebody's, you know, whatever, and then says to go to a Bitcoin ATM and deposit the money, that would be the no, I don't know what you're talking about. No. I mean, like, I'm still confused on how they actually have gotten people to do it, but obviously they have. I mean, you go to a tax office, you know.
I don't know. You got to remember, Samantha, we're talking about the entire world, and there's.
Yeah, I mean, I guess
every human life is valued equally, but the problem is that we're all not quite equal. You know, I mean, us here in the cryptocurrency space, we're kind of the elite. You know, we see the problems at hand, we see the solution. We're getting involved in the cryptocurrency space because this is better sound money.
I'm also still wondering, how did you pay your, like, when they were doing the scam originally with iTunes vouchers? Like, I mean,
yeah, I'd like to hear that
too.
Yeah, you owe the IRS of Australia, you know, $1,000. I need an iTunes voucher.
Be like, what are you doing? Like, is everybody listening to? I mean, what? Like, why do you need iTunes? I mean, I don't know.
So, is there anything in the chat, or should we be going ahead and starting to wrap up this episode?
There's a new one. Spencer says we're all equal, some more than others.
I mean, I love everybody. You know, I'm not a hater in any kind of way. I've met a lot of people in my life, and I've seen some people that are some real mouth breathers.
But that, I mean, that is like just like this. Like, this is scams. This is people losing money. This is people that, I mean, for them to willingly go to a Bitcoin ATM and deposit money, they must have had some knowledge of Bitcoin, right? So these were people who were on the brink of actually, like,
entering the cryptocurrency,
and now they're not going to. At no point in time, why would you? If you have lost half your life savings or whatever to a scammer, and it's part of the reason why we are here. Everyone is equal, but sometimes you really just need to show some of us the way. You really just have to help.
I mean, there's a lot of us in this space that got suckered in by flipping counters that were counting down. I mean, and that's the truth of the situation. A lot of ICOs threw up a counter that counted down.
And made you think that you,
man, I got to get in. I got to get in. Send. I'll pay extra to make it go through right now.
Yep. I mean, these people are smart. I mean, you don't get to fraudulently scam people and get away with it and not be relatively smart. So, I mean, everything, that was half the problem with ICOs. Literally, they were feeding into every single, like, psychologist, like, all of our impulses. Every single one. The counters, the flashing lights, the things on the side, every single thing. These people are just going to keep getting smarter. Because every time now, oh, no, ICOs, no. Okay, well, fine. Now
giveaways.
Yep, giveaways. Now they're hacking things to pretend to give away things that aren't even from anybody at all to get more stuff. I mean, they're just going to keep switching it up, and we're just going to keep having to be smarter than them. Otherwise, we're just going to keep getting stolen from.
I don't know. Cryptocurrency education is always the best thing you can do. That's why I'm out here trying to provide a free help desk. That's why I'm out here trying to every single day talk about some of the news of the scammers and the hackers and all the bad stuff that's happening in the cryptocurrency space, and add our commentary to it. And how, I mean, I know that some people don't want to hear, but dollar cost average Bitcoin, hold it in a ledger, sit on the sidelines for right now. Cryptocurrency is going to be bigger in the future.
Too good to be true is too good to be true.
All right. So what else do we got going on? Like I was talking about at the beginning of this episode, we need you guys to dollar cost average just a little bit in that tally fund in order to be able to pass out flyers at the Forbidden Kingdom. It's going to be February 16th and 17th. If you're in the area and you want to join us passing out flyers, just let me know. I mean, maybe
it could be a big group of crazy. Come on.
Maybe we can help with the ticket. Maybe we can help add you to our motel room. We'll figure it out. Just communicate with us. We're real easy going.
Hotel rooms near each other. Anything.
Yeah, not a problem. Maybe you'll get our motel room for us, and we'll crash in your motel room.
We have air mattresses, many of them.
We like to camp.
So and not sleep on the ground.
Also, what else do we got going on around here? What are we looking at? We're going to have an episode tomorrow? Thursday.
No, well, we can in the evening because we work.
Yeah, but we don't know because sometimes the shifts go 7 to 7.
It is till the end of production because it is a warehouse. So you never know. It can be anything.
But we are definitely looking at Mondays and Wednesdays are our days off.
At least for the next month or whatever.
And Saturday morning episodes before we go into work because we have a later start time at like 10. So our show would probably be
like 8. Or something, because it's almost an hour drive for us to get to.
So please hit that notification bell. We'll work it out for you guys. Right now, I do appreciate you guys when you get out here live on the air with us and chit chat. As always, you can come back, watch these pre-records, make comments. I look at them, and if you need an answer on something, shoot me an email. Hit me up on the Twitter. I really love hearing from you guys. I
love it when they It was a little while ago, but when people were sending stuff, saying, "What do you think about this?" Token. What do you think about this? Like ICO. What do you think? Send us stuff.
Yeah.
It's the same. We look at stuff in a different way. Yes, everybody wants the unicorn to be real. It's not. So, when you're looking at tickers and when you're looking at this stuff and you're sitting here going, this could be the coin. This could be the one. Well, we're real skeptical. And there was quite a few. Remember the guy that said a bunch of them, and when he said, "Oh yeah, I thought so too," and it was like, okay, so you were just gonna have a second opinion on, does this look sketchy?
Yeah,
and it did. Mm-hmm. Everybody agrees.
So let me see, what do we got? Besides all that, I got all kinds of tools, links, and affiliation codes listed down there below to help you figure out things here in this cryptocurrency space. And you don't want to ask me personally. Besides that, I got a lot of social media links. I told you guys I'm on all of the cryptocurrency social medias. You got to come over there. You got to give me the upvote, the hearts, the whatever it is. Collecting these altcoins through these social media platforms is a great way to help the channel and without taking anything out of your pocket. You come by Tribes, you give me a thumbs up over there. Hey, a couple hundred of those tokens, and I'm not cashing them out now. We never know what this stuff's going to be worth in the future. You're one thumbs up. If Tribe takes off, you could be buying me my camera.
Right? Yeah.
We're posting to DTube, Steam, Minds, BitTube, Tribe, Twitter, YouTube. Like I said, you can start hashtag Bitcoin and Coffee. Find us out there anywhere. We're constantly out here. Our new thing is that we're a nonprofit organization that's working towards Bitcoin awareness.
We're just going to talk to everybody.
We're going to talk to everybody. We're going to hand out flyers that have integrated tools in them in order to get people started with Bitcoin. And like I said, think of it as a carbon offset. Instead of buying trees to produce carbon to help make you feel better about all the emissions you're putting out there in the air, donate a couple dollars to Bitcoin and Coffee. We'll go out there. We'll pass flyers out. We'll spread Bitcoin awareness. And then you can feel good about yourself because you contributed to help make the cause happen.
Everybody has a skill. Everybody has something to offer Bitcoin. Bitcoin has absolutely no marketing in any way.
If you want it marketed, you got to get out there and do it yourself. And everyone kept saying that and kept saying it. And I guess I never really took it to heart until I was like, you know, I need to get out there and spread flyers. I need to get out there and be face to face because this YouTube stuff's great. I love talking to you guys. I love it.
I know. I love the live chat. Yes.
But I mean, it's even better. I mean, I got such a rush when I was out there putting those flyers in people's hands. And then when I seen other Bitcoiners out there talking their stuff and showing Bitcoin, and then the couple of people I actually had some small conversations with, you know, through the music and everything. So hard to have a conversation when you got boom, boom, boom going on in the background. But the few people I did have conversations with, they were receptive to it. And they took the tool of the flyer and they're probably going to look into it. They're probably going to get into the cryptocurrency market in some way or another.
Downloaded the QR scanner too, and we showed her how because she was like, "What?" And it was like, "Yeah, you just scan that square. There you go."
A lot of you guys already got QR scanners in your phone, and people don't even realize it.
Or don't even use them. Yep. I mean, yes, because unless you're reading calories or whatever, I mean, I don't even know what they're really used for.
Commercials.
Yeah.
Product placement. They put those QR codes to help you find their websites on Coke and Pepsi.
Oh my God, I know, a little
like
Snapchat guy on the side of freaking every can of everything.
Yep.
Mm-hmm, I know.
Snapchat.
Well, John says he loves us. We love you too.
All right. Is there anything else in the chat that we should be talking about before we go ahead and wrap this episode up? No. I really appreciate you guys getting out here and talking with me. Like I keep saying, hit that notification bell. Please donate just a couple dollars to get that tally fund started if you can. But as always, the most important thing is take care of yourself. Keep your BTC safe.
Bye, guys.